Shut up.
You have a YouTube channel?
Good morning, everyone. It's Travis at Robb Family Farm this morning. We are actually not on the farm. We have come to Cornelia. What do you say? I'll get you one. We've come to Cornelia to help KD Ranch put some fence up. We're all beginning farmers, so we're gonna learn off each other today. And the plan is, this is the pasture he's got. There's the cows, and this is the ranch that we bought our baby cow from that y'all have seen in previous videos. But our plan is we're gonna put a gate here. First H brace we just got up this morning, and we're gonna fence from here up to right there. If y'all can see the white post right there, double H brace across to an H brace right there, put a double gate and then another H brace and fence to right there. So we're gonna trying to get H braces up today. That's our goal, and then stretch fence maybe another time. Maybe we get it done today, who knows. But we're all, like I said, all learning together today, and we're gonna try to get this done.
So I found aerators that hook to the back of the zero turn. I'm gonna make this thing a tractor for it totally. It's happening. We're getting a dump. We're getting a. I'm gonna rig up a dump bed for it.
Just no buckets.
I had to drive it all the way across the pasture the other day. Me and David got looking for the post driver. I said, dude, where'd it go? And I remembered when me and Michaela got lost in the woods that night.
You seen it?
And we came out over, I said, I'm gonna set this right here so I won't forget it. And then we got lost the second time and never went back to that spot. And I said, I know where it's at. I'm gonna drive that lawnmower out there is what I'll do. I done seen one snake this year.
Really?
It was a king snake though. You seen any at your place yet?
When I first moved in, that was it.
Yeah, it says 9 gauge smooth or for barbed wire for 12. That's what David got the same thing.
It's just thicker wire.
Mine's just in the piddle bottle.
What'd you say?
What's it?
What'd you say, sticker wire?
What's in mine? This is thicker wire than mine.
It's 9 gauge.
Is that what I sent you a picture of?
You said 9 gauge wire. What you said, Travis?
Numbers don't matter to me. We'll make it work.
Yeah, that is fine.
We're farming on a budget.
That's kind of what we did here, so now we're on the same thing again. We're going places, Travis.
Go on that side and pull that around. And go around the road. Just go around for now. You can. Yeah.
So don't go through the hoop.
No, you ain't going for it.
Oh. It just goes over them other two.
You want to go back over here?
You're not cussing me.
Hold on, let me see.
Started good. I was always cussing me. Not with his cuss
We're
words.
gonna go once.
Alright,
You'll stop it here. Go back. Hold that fish. Did we bring the stretcher? Where's the black thing? We didn't grab it?
Is it here?
Yeah, it's up there on the ground behind my car. Just under it. Yeah, it's up my truck, my farm truck.
I said you didn't say sorry.
Sorry for what?
You know that thing y'all want to see in the face?
You're a man now, Chase. Sorry don't exist.
I said, watch your eyes, did I not?
That's what I heard.
And they're on your face.
Well, they're in your face, but yeah.
You don't ever say you need to put eyes on that smiley face?
Context matters. Spencer Smith's website has a shirt. It's just a black shirt and it says Doctrine Matters. I want it.
Yeah.
The other one says I can do all things through Christ. It says I can do all things through a verse taken out of context.
They're green.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
That's the one I want. I can do all things through a verse out of context.
Oh, Lord be, there's Jackie.
Already? Right. Oh, it might be just helps. Yeah. I got it.
rope and
really?
four.
The rope before?
Yeah, he said, y'all know how to use this?
A rope?
Yeah, like the lasso it. I said, no, and then I went and bought one, and then my little girl went, and we practiced on stop signs, and they were, people look at us real funny. Well, we're trying to buy a house, but right now, it ain't going too well. The price is.
Yeah.
My plan is to buy land too, and then me and Cody switch back and forth and stuff. Rotate.
Okay.
The houses you're looking at a year ago that were 250 are now 350.
Chase, pull that crap up here so it don't get sucked around that pole. Alright, so the way this is supposed to work, but like I said, I don't know about supposed to be able to crank it and then just pull it tight. And once it gets tight, you take the crimp and just crimp it. But this one, that Tractor Supply is like $60. The expensive stretcher is like $160.
So this is good.
Yeah, but you have to, if it don't grab like it's supposed to, you have to bend it, crimp it, so it won't slide. Which is what I do. But I don't use, like I said, the wire I got at home is a lot thinner. I think it's only 12 gauge. So if this don't slip, we won't have to do that, but you just see it slip. See it?
Yeah.
So, just makes it more comfortable. One day I'm gonna buy a good one. When the movie starts rolling in. Is that it?
So I say, I think that's take a while.
See what I do. I will take. Face to.
Okay, so we let Jocko and Mario just talk about this fertilizer stuff they're putting in the fence. Just stand on top of it. You like to think of yourself as Mr. Dutton nowadays? You get off of KD. You never seen it? Pretty good show.
He's just now gotten to where he's not working nights. So
Okay.
his new job, he can take
It's a good show. It make you want to take a trip.
to Yellowstone.
Yeah.
I wanted to anyway, but
It just made it that much
Yeah.
fun.
No, it's just whenever I get home, take it down.
yeah, now he
Alright.
works 12, 14 hours a day. So.
It doesn't get no better. Watch me. When you're little, it's all that sound good. I'll have money, I'll have a job, but to get that money, it's not what they told you. Not easy as you thought.
I thought we had machines that would help us dig, you know. With the printer we have, it's roughly. Yeah, it's directly on there.
My brother-in-law, he owns Beyond Measure Construction. We did some stuff in Commerce a couple times. So you're only doing that just so to catch.
Yeah, so yeah.
So when you're done, you just cut that one.
You can leave it on there. I do. I mean, it ain't pretty, but
Dutton, get on back down here now.
I'm coming. Look, I bought it for $2,500. You didn't see that?
Look, me and Casey can't do it all.
so Rip and Casey's out here doing all the work.
And Jamie's right here too, but he's doing what Jamie does.
That's bad.
I don't think he's as mean as Beth.
I bought you a 2500 truck. You don't see that? Where? I parked it out the garage.
Did he just leave his truck?
Yeah.
Where'd they do walk? He said, take the truck, walk home. We're going to the train station.
I guess I do whatever I want to do.
The starter's messing. I said, we might have to push it out of here. I said, that's fine. I said, how much? I'm going to ask the old man, how much you want for this thing? We'll flatbed that.
Been off of it, store and hit one.
$3.92. That ain't too bad for this whole patch.
No, that's good.
Not bad at all. That's about, I looked it up, I figured anywhere from 3 to 5. So,
Let's just get somebody with a spreader truck and go get the free chicken manure.
because chicken manure makes more. Well, I guess that's probably what that is. But I've heard the chicken manure makes thistles worse.
Oh, really?
That's what I've heard.
Zero turtle. Or the side by side, whatever you call it.
Old David, forgetting again.
The old timer sometimes.
Just like the old man.
Yeah. Jesse? Is this thing?
Jackie.
Jackie.
See, look, you do too.
Jesse?
Everybody around here either hates that guy or they love that guy. So far, he's been good to us.
Oh, Jesse.
Other than telling me he said, no, look.
I think it's because he beat your truck one time and told you what he's called.
Hey, Dad, he punched the side of Brooks' car and said, I can't stand a man that thinks he's better.
No, he said.
Well, he did say you did, but I wasn't going to say it.
He just does. Old man.
When I
does
first
whatever.
moved over here, I tried to witness to him, and he said, I said, yeah, I'm a preacher. I said, he goes, preacher?
I heard him walk up one day. Look for a preacher around.
I talked to him for a little bit, and he said, you know how people, they get off on some crazy story. He's like, when I was a kid, my parents bought me a Bible. He said, my daddy, I guess this is before they come out with red letter editions for the words of Jesus, you know. He said, he underlined in red every single thing that Jesus said. He goes, you don't just mark in a man's Bible like that. That's you got to ask somebody for you. He got all bent out of shape about it. He said that daddy used to beat him and all that stuff. I'm like, this went off track real fast. I'm like, look, do you want to go to heaven or not? Better take the offer while it's hot.
He said, no, my dad's gonna be there.
I'm leaving. This thing got out of control.
Now time. This is nothing compared to a Sunday morning.
That's what he said Sunday.
He said a lot Sunday.
So you do that eat?
Well, I messed up, so we're gonna regroup here.
Hey, are we preaching on the radio tomorrow?
Yeah,
I thought so. I just make sure.
you're right. Hand me another cramp, please.
Well, I know they were talking about the nursing home and all that stuff, starting it back up, and I got confused.
That has nothing to do with me. I can't do that. That's too much.
It is a lot to go to the nursing home, and it sounds awful. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. Everybody needs to go to work, but when you're talking to people that don't remember what you said 5 seconds ago, it's hard. It really is. Like, it's easier to preach in the jail. Jail might be the easiest place to preach ever. Sometimes when we'd go to the jail,
They're all neck deep in sin.
sometimes we go to the jail, me and Travis would just be talking to them, and then one of us would either go off on a rant with whoever we're talking to. Next thing you know, Travis is like jackleg preaching, and I'm trying to do the lesson, grade their stuff, and they'll ask me some stupid question, or I'll try to fight them.
You know how Cody is talking. He just gets off on a rant.
I do. My preaching's the same way. I run a lot of rabbits.
Usually about cars in the jail. 'Cause, you know, everybody's jail stole a car.
I do. Every time I always say, y'all ever been down the hellhole? And they're like, oh man. And I said, yeah, me too. He's like, well, how?
That's why you're here.
And they're like, how are you? How did you get out of all that? And I said, well, my parents took me to church. And then went to church, saw the wrongdoing they were doing, and look where they all are now. Look at Andrew, man.
Who?
Andre's husband.
He back in trouble?
I don't know, but he grew up in that mess, and look at where it took him.
Yeah.
And not his fault for growing up there. He didn't have a choice.
Because he grew up in Gainesville too, right?
Yeah,
Gainesville.
he
Everything
hung
back
around.
in
His daddy used to drive that. His daddy used to drive a 6'4" Impala, look like Dr. Dre's, on like 24 karat Dayton's, all drug money.
Gainesville. Has to be.
Yeah, but
The white man drives stuff
well,
like
see what's funny is this boy that's been coming to church with us was, and I never met him, but I knew that car because my papa used to run around with that crowd, and when Papa got right with God and he quit hanging out with them, they'd still doing favors here and there. That's where I bought my big block from. He said, I know there's a motor. He said, it's in the hellhole. He goes, you ain't going there. And I said, well, how am I supposed to get it? He goes, you got to go with me. If I ever catch you down there without me. I'm like, Papa, I'm a grown man. First off, I looked at my uncle who was like 40. He goes, don't go down there without Papa. He goes, I don't go down there without Papa. I said, what do you think they're going to do?
2 weeks later.
Well, there's a story. There's a story about. You ever seen Mad Max? Where they've got the gas thing, they pull that school bus across for a door.
Oh, yeah.
The bad guys can't get in. There was 2 police that went down the hellhole one night. Somebody called on something like a noise complaint. What the hellhole is, David? It's a junkyard / trap house / biker hangout /
Everything's trouble.
everything's bad. It's off Peach Drive in Gainesville, right before you get to the crotch, where the Sardis Road and Price Road come together. That's what you call it. That chevron is the crotch.
Oh, okay.
So, it's a local terminology. Well, 2 police went down there, and this is back in there when everybody wasn't just an old methed out old man. They were still young methed out guys, and making liquor and all that stuff. Lamont knows.
Yeah.
Well, 2 police pulled down there, and so when they pulled in, a school bus pulled across the entrance.
Behind them.
And out of the woods come all these bikers with chains, beating on the car and everything, and got them out of there. You say, well, how is that possible? Like, how could they do that and not go to jail? Because everybody knew them, people was involved, people done, dirty cops and stuff like that. They beat the snot out of them cop cars. No telling what they did to them. And I've heard that story from like 5 different people, so part of it's got to be true. They used to.
All of it every legend starting with a little bit of truth.
Their motorcycles have like 666 on the gas tank. Like it's rough crowd, but now he just looks like an old Kid Rock. The guy that runs the place, the Mark Thomas. Huh? No. Imagine a methed out version of that. No teeth and all that.
Ready?
It got a click, I guess.
And what you'll see is this post, because it's pulling it backwards, you'll have a gap in front.
Okay.
See, because that's why you know it's pulling. But then when you stretch back that way, it'll even the pressure out. And it may not pull it, but it'll give that fence something to pull against.
Right.
So you could probably hook that truck to it and not pull it out.
You keep going.
Crank it, see if it'll crank one more time. Just a break. What I told David is, because I'm farming on a budget, this is a Tractor Supply stretcher, which costs $60.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta do this jackety stuff. If you buy the $160 or $200 stretcher, I don't think you have to do that. They did it on YouTube, but
Right. You what you pay for, kind of thing.
I know right now in Gainesville there's some places that cops don't do it where it's like cartel runs it.
Really?
and the cops are in on it, because they're getting the money.
Like fishing them. He
Yep.
said there's several times that they get a call and unless the FBI goes out there you can't
Did he
go.
tell you where any of them were?
He won't come.
I know Cooley Drive used to be real bad.
Are you going?
I like to do
You go
stuff
preach?
like that.
Cause I was talking about the mule.
Tell
He
him
said,
about
dude, I can show you a car right now that got it full of it. But you can't get out doing it.
this nigga right here went to the Bluff.
What is?
You know where the Bluff is? You ever heard of the Bluff, Chase? Man, you're
There's
all.
there's a whole Netflix series on it.
So there's a place in Gainesville. Me and Colby went down there the wrong time. Or Gainesville. There's a place in Atlanta. You know, behind Turner Field, between East Point and Turner Field, where it's real bad. That's why they built the new field, because people was getting robbed and stuff. Well, tell them what you did, Dave. Just tell them how
So I
stupid.
watched this Netflix series on it, and apparently, like, it's like an abandoned little town. Like, there's gas stations, townhomes, houses, all boarded up. Well, in this series, it's like gun running at night, drugs, prostitution. was like, I want to go check it out. So we get there. First of all, some black people pulled a gun on me. I pulled my gun on them before we got there.
In a King Green truck.
In my work truck. And I got told on by some of my work employees. So I got in
Pulled a
trouble about
gun out of a King Green truck.
that. But, like when we first pulled, like I stopped and asked some guy, I said, hey, which way is to the bluff? And he said, he pulled up in his eyes and said, y'all want to go to the bluff? I said, yes, sir. He said, y'all crazies and make a left and make a left. And we got there.
He said,
Some
"Y'all
dude
crazy."
walked out of a bandit shell station, out of a board, no shirt, and just stood like this in the middle of the floor and said, y'all need to get the F out of here. And the guys are like, hey, we need to go, we need to go. I was like, no, we're here. Let's just
What?
cruise around.
They look, let's adventure.
Dude, so we're cruising around. I'm talking like, you just ride by a house, all of a sudden you just see a board come up, and like 2 or 3 eyes just pop out. In like every little corner. I'm like, I finally left. I was like, this is sketchy. I wouldn't go down there at night for nothing.
Well, me and Colby had left East Point, which if East Point ain't bad enough,
I ain't exploring good stuff.
if East Point ain't bad enough, me and Colby left, and Colby didn't get off the right merge. I merged, and he said, dude, where the heck did I go? I said, I don't know. I'm talking to him on the phone. He goes, oh, I figured it out. He called me back 5 minutes later. Help. I said, what? He goes, dude, there's like, I'm pretty sure blood gangs and everything out here. Everybody's wearing red. He said, I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. I said, I don't want to ask how to get out of here. And he was lost. It was so funny. I said, I ain't coming in for you.
That was similar.
Well, let's just do these all the way.
So you know what we
Do
do now?
that and then a piece of electric wire in the middle of it,
That's it.
about halfway.
That's it.
It works.
So Travis, answer me this. Is the goal to do one solid fence line all the way?
Depending.
Because I have.
Because I would 330 you could stretch. But that one from my main gate around that corner and back to that back corner, I spliced 2 pieces of fence together for 660 feet. I'll never do that again.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to have to tie it off and then splice it and then stretch it again because I didn't end it well. So
Because we've probably got.
what's the measurement from here to there?
I don't remember. I did it on that picture that I sent you a long time ago. I don't remember what it was. Because I've got a good bit of hog wire. Like that wire right there.
Yeah.
I've got a good bit of that. And that's probably what I'm going to run.
And you could take these splicers that I have,
Uh-huh.
you can get them with that gauge wire and splice 2 rolls together and stretch it
Okay.
as far as you want to.
So now we're just going up here.
Yep, there we go to the next one.
Look at that. He swings just like this.
All right, everybody. Got our first one done. Came up. Got the double H done, brace wire and everything. And we are, got that one done. And we hit a water line, didn't break it. What a blessing.
What a blessing.
So now we're gonna measure the 20-foot gate opening, put a double 10-foot gate right there where they're measuring now, and we'll do our last H brace and then see what kind of fence we can stretch. All right, everybody, closing out the day. We got done actually putting the H braces up around 2 o'clock, I guess, and I had to run back home. I ran back home, got my wife, she's cooking dinner over here tonight, and so we ran back home. I did a little grass cutting, unloaded some feed out of the truck that she had went and got while we were doing H braces. And then we came back. When I got back, they had ran to KD Ranch. Cody and David had ran to Tractor Supply, got some T-post, and he had this one roll of fence here. So we went ahead and decided we were going to try it. So it looked like we could get a look of what it's going to be like. And so we started down here at this end, tied it around that post, and we stretched it up here around this one and then down through here. And we ain't got it tied to the T-post yet, but we did get it stretched, as you can see. I mean, it's gonna look good once I get it tied to the T-post. And so right down here, I'll show y'all. I didn't bring my fuller up here to use the winch to stretch it, and we didn't have a come along. So what I did is use my little 2x4 fence stretcher. And when we stretched it, as you can see, it's tied around this post instead of that one where it should be. So what we did is we put the stretcher on there, put it on the back of Cody's truck, and put it in granny gear. Just pulled it as tight as we could. We were, I'm telling you, 8 inches, maybe only 6 inches short of being able to tie to that post. But we stretched as hard as we could, as far as we could. So we got it tied here, and all we're gonna do is put a piece of fence here, and then he's gonna do like I said earlier, 2 10-foot gates here, one hanging off this H brace and one hanging off that H brace. But it stretched good. We had a good day. It was long, so we just got that done. Got all the tools cleaned up and everything. And so, fixing to eat. They went to the store real quick, but on this side, he ain't got no fence left now. He's got to run and get some. Tractor Supply was out, like everybody is with everything right now. So we'll start here. That's the other 10-foot gate. I'll hang off of that, and then it'll stretch over to that H brace. Put one T-post in the middle, and then they've got a little. Let's see. This fence runs back that way, probably 300 feet, and then down a hill. And he's got down there in that low spot down there where it runs, there's a creek. That's where they will get water at. Just a small creek. And then it runs at this fence line all the way up down there over to there. And then what he'll do is he's gonna rotate them, do some rotational grazing. I mean, they're eating plenty of grass up there, but to give that a break, what he's gonna do is bring them through this gate into here and let them loose in here for a couple weeks, give that pasture a break. He's got some fertilizer he went and bought today. Actually, the neighbor went and got it for him, brought it over here, and actually brought his tractor over here. And while we were working on the H bracing, fertilized this field already. So when it rains, it'll be ready to go. And so probably in the next week, we have revival this week, so none of us getting a lot done in the evenings after work. But next week or so, he's gonna get these. He's got a few holes to patch back here and get these gates hung. Then he'll get them off of there onto here, get them eating some more grass, give that a rest. Maybe go run the bush hog over it or something real quick, knock down some of the higher. I mean, he ain't got a whole lot of trash grass is what I call it. I don't know what it is, but out there. So may not have to do that, but let the grass grow up a little bit. Then move them back. So I was getting out of focus, but we're done for the day. So I appreciate y'all watching. Shout out to KD Ranch, let me come over here and help them out, teach them a little bit what I've learned on running fence and stuff, and they've appreciated it. They really like what we got done, and wasn't all me. It was a team effort today. I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good day, and hit that subscribe button.